What's going on? It's me, Ultimate Look at My Season 3, and today we have a freaking really cool freaking video for you guys. And I am freaking super duper excited about this because you remember my review of this car, 4589, I think it's called. I told you, or I think I did, that I used to have one of these. And I barely had anything left of it, but I had the main chassis and the remote and a few pieces to the actual car. And then we got this one in haul number 8. I said haul number 7 in the review of that set. I'm sorry, but it was 8. I correct myself now. But this is a friggin' awesome set, the green one. So I decided to make a Batmobile with this one because I have actually had that idea for a few months, and I finally got one of these. So I decided with my other one I'll make it into a Batmobile, and I chose the 2014 one because neither of the other Batmobiles you can't go to the store and buy one of those. So I can still probably get one at the store if I want to, or just pay like $12 on eBay and just get another one. Plus, this is really cool, super duper awesome, and it is definitely an upgrade because it's RC and it looks really cool. So yeah, let's get right into it, I guess. Dang it. Alrighty, I'm only going to do this once, so we're just going to start off with a friggin' awesome 360 view of the entire vehicle, and we will actually move this over some. So we are just going to give you a 360, and this has no studs on the bottom, so this is kind of balancing on this, and this is not part of the vehicle. That is just there to kind of hold it in place for this 360 view. There is the back of it, the right side, and the friggin' front once again. Friggin' alrighty then. So we are just going to jump right in. And I do want to freaking say that this is missing one piece because I lost it and I can't find it. It is the piece that goes right here. It's just this piece. I don't know where it is. Can't find it. Please ignore that. Actually, no, never mind. So I guess we will start off like how I built it and what is the same from the 2014 Batmobile and what is the same here. So we will just freaking start with the front. Now, I do want to say that with this whole front design, this is basically the original Batmobile from that Flash set. Again, this piece is missing, which kind of sucks. But this was actually kind of hard to get it right because of this piece. It was kind of like making this go up, so I had to like raise it up about one plate. But it worked out just fine. It worked out better actually. But you can see in there how it's kind of connected on the side. So, yeah, and then we have this piece, which I think is from Racer Set. I'm not too sure, I just found it. I put it right there and it has a sticker on it. I thought it looked pretty cool, so I just left it there. Then we have these two little black grill pieces, which I will just get closer. See, there's the grills. And then, moving on, because there's not much different up here. We have these friggin' pieces which kind of slope up to the windshield or windscreen, whatever you want to call it. Now this side is basically, this is basically my 100% design for the side. I'll give a little bit of a zoom in here. So, yeah, and then the other side. Sorry, this is dusty by the way. When you drive this thing around, it is an RC car. So if you drive outside or anything, it is gonna get like a lot of dust things on it, and it's kind of hard to focus on this because it is black. So, friggin' yeah. But there is the side design. I think it looks pretty cool. So the inside of this, try to ignore that. It is pretty cool because again, there's a zoom, and we have the same Batman, just that he doesn't have a cape and his hands are black. Someone did mention that my showcasing of the minifigures from 2014 wave, but friggin' anyway, if we look in here, the steering wheel is about the same pretty much, and I have this little yellow vent right there just to kind of where it can only go down that much. And then these side pieces, these are really cool. They look really nice. I've used them for several bat mocks in the past, but they've broken, and I plan on keeping this one together. And those stickers are actually from an Alien Conquest set. I think it was a small one. They were on 1x3 tiles. I just took those off of that and I put them on these pieces, and they look super duper cool. Really nice for bat mocks, and they finally found their permanent use. So, anyway, we have some yellow seating in there, and we have these 4 studs open on the bottom right here, so he can actually sit in there, like so. And zooming out, you can just friggin' see that this piece is connected by 6 studs, 4 right here, 2 up here, so we can just put that back on. And it's easy to take off, just put one thumb right here, 2 fingers back here, and then just kind of open it like that. So, yeah, very easy, and Batman is now like that for some reason. He has never done that. Of course, when you start recording stuff that you don't want to happen, happens. So, moving on, we have this friggin' back piece, which is awesome. It looks better in person than it does in camera, because you can just see more of the level of detail. But you can see even more if we zoom in, like all the little dust marks. That's intentional, of course. But anyway, on this, it's a really cool design because, well, this isn't much. Well, I would prefer the wheels actually be like that, where this part is out. But it just worked out where it had to be like this, where that side is facing out. But that's all right. But what friggin' had to happen is that these wheels come out this much. These wheels, they could go in. Like, we could take that last little piece off right there, and it would go in more, but it wouldn't look right, because these wheels would be inwards and more than these. And they still are a little bit, but not much. And so we had to put them out, but these missiles were actually a last-minute decision, and I'll show you why. Because when you actually look at that, there's a lot of, like, little, it looks like dead space right there, so it looks kind of awkward and weird. But if we add these on here, if I just put that back together, just connect it right there, and it falls off, of course. But if you can connect it right there, it just makes it look a lot better, I think, a lot more complete. Plus, it adds a little bit of color to it with the orange and light gray. So yeah, and then we'll actually just take off these wheels for a second, just so you can get a better look at this back part. But you can see how that's made up, and it's really cool because I freaking love the use of this piece that I used here. I think it looks really nice. It's really cool. There's what it looks like from the back, if I can kind of position upwards. And then above it, if we just take the whole part off, we actually have that little assembly here where it's like this 1x4 piece slope, and then we have a little cheese slope, and it comes out, and it's right here where the tail light is. So that kind of lines up pretty nicely, and then you could just conceal it with this piece in the missile, and it looks really nice. Same on the other side. On the other side, just reversed. And then I'm just gonna position this down a little bit more right here. Okay, so we have this, which I believe is the same. These little pieces, as I break them off, and I'm trying to get this out of the way as much as possible. But right there, this is a really cool assembly because I just think it looks really freaking cool. We have these 1x2 little pieces right there that kind of stick out a little bit, so it's really nice because it sticks right over where the fire is. I think that looks pretty cool. Again, we have a couple of black grills, sloped grills right there, a couple of black cheese slopes, and then if we zoom outwards, you can see that these are still the same, that piece, and a few things that weren't intentional, actually, it might just be this one thing, is that this piece right here and this big piece, same on the other side, they line up, and I didn't expect that to happen. I just put like this big this big back part on, and I was like, oh, well, that works, I guess. Again, it looks really nice, because again, it looks better in real life than it does on camera because you can see more of the detail. It's just easier to see. But yeah, so putting the wheels back on, you can see that this is a really, really cool vehicle. I absolutely love it. I'm not sure which one I like more, this one or that, but they're both really cool. And I do want to say it does drive pretty smooth. Friggin' now this one, whenever you see me driving it later, you'll see what I'm talking about. But the steering is kind of janky, because this is a really, really old one. I've had it for many, many years. This one was in brand new condition, so this one works fine. But this one, you can just kind of freaking see, like, the bumper's all banged up, and that little white thing in there, it's kind of screwed up where, like, if I show you this one, it's supposed to be at the top. This one, it's, like, jammed down, so the steering doesn't work correctly. It doesn't go right. It goes left a lot better than it does right, but it still does go right, just not as much as it normally would. So, yeah. And the steering is, not steering, but it does drive a bit smoother because these wheels are, like, flat. It's not really an off-roader like this one is, because you can kind of see how it has ridges in the wheels. And there's one of our cats right here. So yeah, now we're going to get onto the remote, which is right there. Right now, again, this is the one I've had for many, many years, so it's freaking weird to me. On the box of the original one, the remote looks like this, and this is the remote I got with it, in my 8 Tall. I've had this one for years, and the remote is different from me. Please ignore that collar thing, but it's different, and I really, really don't know why I can't find any pictures of where it's different, but it was the exact same car, but the remote is different. It should look like this, but it looks like this, and I've never had any other LEGO RC thing, so this is really, really weird. But, it's supposed to look like this, but mine is like this. I really don't know why. If you had one of these green cars, and, you know, Nitro 5, and it had this kind of remote, please let me know in the comments below. Now, I actually did, between recordings of this episode, I did actually friggin' change this a little bit. I added this, actually. It's just 3 simple pieces. And what it is, this one has like a channel switcher, like this one does, but it's a lot easier, you know, to flip it. This one's a bit harder to do, so I just built this little thing with 3 pieces, and then you just do that. Now you can turn it from any channel from 1 to all. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's all. I have it on 1 right now, but it's a lot easier to actually turn it. And something else I did add was this little thing right here with a friggin' batarang. Just 3 little pieces, just so you know it's Batman's. And then this one is a bit different than this one. This one, the right and left, is actually on its side. This one is just the same way how these are. And these are yellow, those are orange, but both of the sides are orange on this one. So yeah, and these studs are hollow, these aren't. Same on the bottom studs down here. So yeah, but there's the remote. Pretty similar but different. So yeah, now let's get on to the driving session of this. Yep, that's a great start. And there goes a cat. Yep, just great. If you guys have enjoyed the video, if you did, please give it a like. Favorite the video as well if you enjoyed it. And also, there will be more RC stuff coming up on this channel as this piece is loose for some reason. As you see, it broke a couple times, but it was this piece, which is never done before, which is really weird. But anyway, there should be some more RC stuff, including both the cars in the same video, and it probably will be a rather lengthy video. But it was super duper fun, and I hope to have this up sometime on this channel. But anyway, give it a like, favorite the video, share the video with whoever you wish to, and as always, keep the box. Alright, thanks for watching, see you later.